Shalom, shalom, shalom. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai. Peace and power to the Father of lights, Father Yahweh, his beloved Son Yahweh Shai. All praises to the throne of King David, to the sons, daughters, and the elect of Israel. All praises due. He shall king and shepherd come with another message of daily edification. All praises. Been a busy weekend, y'all. Hope y'all watching, man. Y'all missing the big show. All right. I want to start this off with a passage out of Obadiah. All right. Before I show you today's video, check it out. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done. It shall be done unto thee. I'll read that again. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon your own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. New Living Translation, verse 16. Just as you swallowed up my people on my holy mountain, so you and the surrounding nations will swallow the punishment I pour out on you. Yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history. Verse 17. But on Mount Zion, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. All right, so here's the deal. I thought that the Israelis were the chosen people, man. I thought they were the chosen people. I thought that under the Balfour Declaration of 1948, through the fucking Rothschild family, all right, that Israel was home. Remember all them damn videos they were showing years ago? Yay, yay, we made it back. Yeah, we made it out of captivity. Lying ass motherfuckers. Let me show y'all something. This is what happens when the real Israel gets back. All right. Isaiah 2 and 4 and Micah 4 and 3 say the same thing. So I'm going to go to Micah 4 and 3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. All right? So that's what happens when the real children of Israel, okay, come back to their land, which is us, right? Now, who are these clowns, man? Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is going to dig deep, because this is going to put a hole in all these other false-ass religions, all right? Especially Christianity, especially that. Where do Christians fit in all this? You don't. You dumbass Christians, man. Where do y'all fit in on all this? Where? This is a global shift right now. I'll tell you what I mean. I already gave you the scriptures, right? So, you know Israel just got the shit bombed out of them by Iran. Right? Now, let's get to some visuals. All right? Check this out. So many I gotta find them.
Forced to leave. This isn't just strategy.
Hold on. Let me try this one.
Iran, please stop.
Now listen.
We lose you.
I thought Israel was all powerful. Well, listen to what they saying on this. Listen.
Win. Please stop. Please, Iran, forgive us. Stop the destruction, please. Please leave me alone. Israel is the only country for us. Iran, please.
You hear them begging?
We
Now,
lose you.
these are, hold on, let me run it on back.
Iran, please stop. We lose, you win. Please stop. Please, Iran, forgive us. Stop the destruction, please. Please leave me alone. Israel is the only country for us.
No, it ain't, bitch.
Iran, please stop.
That's our land. Fuck you talking about. Israel ain't the only place for you. Bullshit. We got next. Get y'all funky asses off our tar. Okay? So, the scripture says, again, they're going to beat their swords into plowshares, neither shall they learn war anymore, and they're going to rebuke strong nations. So, this can't be the Israelis now, right? They just got their ass whooped. Okay? They just got their ass whooped. So, this is what I'm saying. If it's not them, oh shit. This is hot off the press, y'all. Check it out.
This poor
20% of Israel Defense Force. Alright. Soldiers have requested asylum to U.S. after experiencing missile barrages from Iran. Look at these niggas crying like bitches. Look at them. Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo. Look at that. Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's peep game real quick. Ain't that the same 6-pointed star that you stupid ass cats be wearing? Well, check it out. Y'all done went down with your brothers. All right? Y'all going down too. Yeah. I said what I said. All right? I said what I said. You niggas are done. All right? See, that's your brothers over there. I've been telling y'all that. Ain't I been saying it? Come on, y'all. Give me the grits and eggs. All right? Didn't I tell them? Didn't I tell them that was their brothers over there? And because they went down, you went down. You went down with that law of Moses. All right? You went right down with it. They got bombed over there. You got bombed with them. All you camps are done. Now, let me show y'all something. This is something else that ain't supposed to happen. When the Lord's people are in Israel, they're there to stay. They're never going to leave. Now, let me show y'all something. I've been saving this. All right? For the next giddy up. Check it out. Come on. Y'all just give me a second. Look, I got so many damn videos, man. I'm all backed up. All right, not that one. So this one. There we go. All right. So, like I told y'all, whenever the Lord's children return home, right? They're not supposed to leave. Correct? Correct? Now, who told you this? I told you so. Y'all, like a motherfucker. What did I tell y'all like a year or so ago? I said that Israel is no longer a nation. Their sovereignty has been revoked. They had like a 70 or 80, what is it? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2,000. Okay, they had an 80-year lease on that land. Now let me explain. I'm going to take my time with this. I'm going to take my time. All right? That land that they're in now is Northern Kingdom land. All the way back to the time of David, the judges, all of that. That land belonged to the Northern Kingdom. The Most High would not let these fake-ass Jews have Jerusalem. The Jerusalem is under the control of the PLO, the Palestinians. Why did the Most High do that? Because they are children of Abraham. Even though they're not Israelites, the Most High was not going to turn over the land of Judah because he's still married to us. Right? He let them have the Northern Kingdom's land because they were divorced. I don't care how hard they fought. If you ever want to see them a movie on how that happened, you need to watch Kingdom of Heaven with Orlando Bloom, Liam Neeson. I done watched that movie like probably 4 or 5 times, if not more. It's a very interesting movie. It shows you how the Muslims under Saladin ran the Christians out under the Crusades, under Richard the Lionheart. They lost the battle, and Jerusalem fell under the Muslims, which are the Palestinians. All right, so the Most High locked it up. Ain't nobody got that land since. That's our land. Now when it's time for us to go back, we're gonna run their ass out of there. But until then, that land has been held by the Muslims, because no, they're not Israelites, they're not Judah, but at least they are children of Abraham. But what did he say? Only in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So they just holding it for us to make sure that these heathens that are not from Abraham, all right, are kept out of there. Now he gave the Northern Kingdom land away because they rebelled. You know, they broke away from the Most High. Now here's the thing. Where they are now, Tel Aviv and all of that, that's where the Northern Kingdom land was. All right, we talking about Issachar, Reuben, Naphtali, Zebulon, who's some other ones? Gad, all of them. All of those tribes of the Northern Kingdom, that's where they resided, where these fucking kikes are now. Now here's the killer part. These dumb motherfuckers, I ain't gonna call them dumb because nobody really paid attention, only me. They have a city of David there, okay? David was from Judah, the Southern Kingdom. That's Northern Kingdom territory. You can't have a Southern Kingdom king in a Northern Kingdom region. You can't have that. But see, they think ain't nobody gonna notice. Over there, when you read about Yahushua, how he went to Samaria and all that, that's where he went, to where they are right now. Tel Aviv and all them cities over there, that's where Yahushua walked. And then after that, he went back to the Southern Kingdom in his territory, all right, near Jerusalem, in Judah's land. Yahushua, that's why he said, you know, don't follow me over there. The Samaritans were hostile towards the Southern Kingdom and vice versa. They didn't get along. Those are where you get the Gentiles from. Those are the Gentiles. All of the Northern Kingdom tribes that got divorced from the Most High, they resided in the area that's getting bombed now. Because the Most High was like, hey, that's not y'all land no more. So Guess what happened? These Rothschilds knew that. This is why they knew what land to go for. They already knew they wasn't fun to get nothing out of no Jerusalem. That's our land, and it's in the hands of the Arabs now. Like I said, yeah, it's true. They're not part of the kingdom or anything, but they are children of Abraham at least. So he let them have it for the time being. All right. So now this is what I'm showing you. We already know the fallacy and the lies of the northern of Israelis, not Israelites. See, they name themselves after the northern kingdom. That's why they call themselves Israelis, but they don't call themselves Israelites. Why? Because they know that their bloodline does not go back to, all right, the patriarchs, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They devils. They once the northern kingdom and then the southern kingdom got evicted off their land, we got sent here for slavery. We got sent here under slavery. Then the Palestinians took over our part, and then the northern kingdom, they got ran out and then put under the Assyrians. And then hundreds of years later, these fake ass Jews that are nothing but proselytes, all right, they were Judaizers. They took on the law of Moses, and then they combined it with the Babylonian Talmud, which is straight devilish. That's devil worship. See, so that they could say they are the northern kingdom, but they're not. Samaria was a northern kingdom city. That's where you get Samaritans from. That's why they say the Good Samaritan and all that. Those are northern kingdom. See, when the Most High stops dealing with you, he don't even let you keep the name. He said, no, you an Assyrian now. You an Assyrian. You ain't Reuben. You ain't Gad. You're not Issachar. You an Assyrian. See, I'm gonna put you under them. And since you wanna be them so bad, don't call yourself Israel no more. Don't call yourself Israelites. No, the Israelis moved in then, meaning that they are on the land of Israel. They were born on the land of Israel through the generations. So they're Israelis, but not Israelites. Get it? So, with that being said, all right, if they're not Israelites, they're Israelis, this is where you get the word anti-Semite. Now, let me explain that, all right? When you say, they call you anti-Semite, right? Anti-Semite. But the true term would be anti-Shemite. But they know they don't come from the line of Shem. We do. So they switched it and called it anti-Semite. Not S-H-E-M-I-T-E. S-E-M-I-T-E. Semite, root word meaning semi. Half. Like semi-sweet chocolate. It ain't too sweet. And then, you know, it's not bitter either. It's right in the middle. Like a semi-truck, right? That's a tractor trailer. You got half tractor pulling a trailer. That's called a semi, right? So what are they? They're Semites, not Shemites. Semites, meaning that they consider themselves half Israel and half Babylonian Talmud. So they keep the Torah, at least they try to, and then on the other half, they follow the Babylonian Talmud. And the world is none the wiser because they say, hey, he's a Semite, he's a Semite. No, you can't, that's anti-Semitism, but not anti-Shemitism, because they're not Shemites, they're imposters. You see how slick they are? Now, I want to show y'all what was really going down, all right? Check this out. You already heard them begging for mercy, begging Iran to stop bombing the shit out their ass, right? They like, please, this is all we have. This is the land we have. Ain't your land. Ain't your land. Do you know that when they got there, all right, these are Turkish, Polish, and some Russian, all right, Japhites, who we know now, are the sons of Esau, all right, the sons and daughters of Esau, right? When they got there to that coast, they had sailed from port to port because they got ran out of where they were. All right, all of these Ashkenazis, they didn't have any land. Why? Because they were cave dwellers, right? The Most High didn't have anywhere. He didn't put them nowhere because they was in the caves. That was their land. That was their land. So when they came out and started conquering everybody. That's why they had to take everybody's land. If you look at, I think it's Genesis chapter 10, the Most High had delegated everybody their land. Moab, Ammon, everybody. Everybody had a piece of land on this planet except them, because they are the children of the fallen angels. Okay? That's why they ain't had nowhere to go. That's why when you ask them, hey, well, if y'all get deported, where you gonna go? They ain't got nowhere to go. They don't have no land. The Most High never gave them none. They are the fallen children of the fallen angels. They have no real estate here. At least Moab got something. Ammon got something. All right? They all got something, but not them. Because they're children of fallen angels. They don't belong here. That's why they got to go and wage war and take shit from everybody. And that's what they've done. But their time is up. All right? Their time is up. Now they crying. See? Now, when they was on a ship. When they left Poland and wherever else they from, they was on a boat. Nobody would take them in. Guess who took them in? The Palestinians. They're like, you know what? Fuck it, man. We'll let y'all chill with us, man, since don't nobody else want you. And not even 100 years later, look what they did, man. Look how they treating the Palestinians. And they the only ones open the door to them. And when they open the door to them, they do what they always do. They turn on them and try to conquer them and then take all their shit. That's how dirty and grimy they are. See? Let me show you something. The Most High is done with them. Their time is over. What is that? Psalm 75, verse 6 and 7, I think. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. The Lord, promotion coming not from the east or the west, all right, or the north or the south, but the Most High is the one that promotes. He brings up one nation and puts down another. Well, they getting put down. Why? Because it's our time to rise now. It's our time. And because it's our time, they got to get off the land. They getting evicted. And let me show you. I've been saving this now. Look.
Are now forced to leave. This isn't just... They called it the Promised Land. But what happens when war comes knocking? Even the Promised people are now forced to leave. This isn't just strategy. It's history repeating itself. They called it the Promised Land. But what happens when war comes knocking? Even the Promised people are now forced to leave. This isn't just strategy. It's history repeating itself.
I can't tell y'all.
They called it the Promised Land.
I can't tell y'all what that did to me when I saw that. Now, I'm the one told y'all they gonna get evicted, right? Well, there it is. There it is. See? There it is. So, there's the proof. Now, let's get into a little history with all you dumbass scoffers on here laughing and talking shit. Do you see where we are now? And he ain't finished. He ain't finished. Don't think, all right? Nigga, don't think that shit ain't gonna affect over here. Because it is. All right? All that bombing and shit, and that ain't what y'all, it's not what y'all think, man. All right? This shit is under deep cover. Now, Russia has taken Persia under its wing, right? Well, you know that's Ezekiel 38, right? Let's go there. Ezekiel 38. Let's start at verse 1. Start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Now listen, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Now, who just bombed the shit out of Israel? It was Persia, okay? AKA Iran. Verse 6, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with thee. Look what he says. Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, you and all your company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So this is just what happened, because Gog and Magog are the Russians. They have just taken command. They have taken precedence over Persia and Libya and all of these other nations. The Gog and Magog are an umbrella over them. All right? Now look what he said their fate is going to be. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is held back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. All right? Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord power. It shall also come to pass that at the same time shall the things come into thy mind, that thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. They shall dwell safely, all of them, dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods and dwell in the midst of the land. All right. So what's going to happen is they are going to come up. When we get back over there, they're going to come against us. We're going to get the land all leveled out, farming and everything going to be good. And then Gog and Magog is going to get an evil thought. They're going to turn and come and try to enslave us again. All right. But look at verse 16. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land, and it shall be in the latter days I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall sanctify in thee, O Gog, before thy eyes. All right. So, verse 18. And it shall come to pass at that time, same time, when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord power, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in fire, and in the fire of my wrath I have spoken, surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all the creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all of my mountains, saith the Lord power. Every mountain sword shall be against his brother, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstorms and fire and brimstone. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Now, did that just happen? Hell no, because they ain't the real people. He gonna do that for us. When we get over there, they're gonna have a fucking fit. They're gonna be trying to come and start banging on us, and they're gonna get banged on from up top. So this proves they not the Lord's people, because they ass getting kicked out right now. Is he fighting for them? Is he fighting for them? Hell no. He the one doing it. He like, get out. So, where does it leave you Christians, man? What about the rapture? These prophecies are popping, man, like bubbles. Where is your rapture? Why are you still here? Israel done got John Wick excommunicado off the land. Why are y'all still here? because it ain't no damn rapture. You motherfuckers ain't going nowhere. Keep telling y'all. All right? So, just a little current events for you. All right? But I'm going to go ahead and clip this video. Y'all run it through as many times as you can to get the lesson and understand what's going on. All right? And I'll be back at back at you with another video. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's your King and Shepherd KD. And I will see y'all on the next go round. KD out. Shalom.